So, hey there, listener. This is Do You Want to Make a Podcast?
Yes, that is the name of the show. We just have a couple bullet points that we need to hit before we start. 1, there's a fireplace. It's fake. I've ruined everything. Wait, should we start over?
Take 2. Hello, listener. You are listening to, because you're a listener. Take 3. This is...
Wait, we should establish what we want to talk about. What are the bullet points we need to hit here?
I got it. Okay, so we tell them that the show is called Do You Want to Make a Podcast? It is a fireside chat between two best friends who are on the hunt to create the perfect podcast. They have a lot of ideas, and they can't decide what they want to talk about.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
That's it?
That's the synopsis. Then we'll plug the social media.
Do we want to do social media?
Yeah. So we'll tell them to follow us at Do You Want to Pod, all spelled out. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also email us at doyouwanttomakeapodcast@gmail.com.
That's it.
That works for me.
Wait, I think we just did it.
We did it. That was my plan all along.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye.
Except hello, because now the show's starting.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm talking now. I'm a man and I'm talking.
Hey, actually, go ahead.
Hi, Jim's a man and he's talking.
I'm a man and I'm talking.
Right. Listen to me.
All right.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen will listen, okay? Could you imagine being a queen, though, and someone being like, yes, Queen, and you're like, what? But it's just a statement, you know what I mean? I'm a queen. Yes, Queen. I know I'm a queen.
Yes, Queen.
Oh,
wait, are we doing 2 tracks?
Yeah.
Oh, do you not usually do this?
Yeah, we're trying something new. So
you're so far away.
Hopefully it works.
We're only
no, that's
not
so
even 5 feet away.
So far away.
Would you rather me be sitting
Doesn't
here?
anybody stay in one place anymore? Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
Joe, you don't know that song?
I just like hearing you sing.
That's Carole King.
I'm gonna put my arm around you.
I just like hearing you.
This is so adorable.
I know, right?
So for those listening,
kiss.
Jim and I are sharing one microphone, and Aliya is on the other microphone. We are joined today by Aliya C. Bowles.
What up? Do you know what the C stands for?
Is it
cool as heck?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start saying that. Aliya, cool as heck Bowles. No, do you know? I'm sure I've told you.
Cynthia.
No.
Is it
Carmen?
No. Close. The first 3 letters are right. So that kind of gives it away.
It's not Caroline. Carol?
Keep going. Carol.
Carolyn?
Yes.
Carolita.
Nice. No. Aliya Carolita.
No, you know what's really funny? So my middle name's Carolyn, and I'm named after my godmother, but I call her Aunt Carol. Uh-huh. And I said to my mom, this was maybe 3-4 months ago. I said, Mom, you liked Carol, but you wanted to make it fancy, so you put that YN at the end to make it Carolyn. And she went, no, Aliya, and Carol's full name is Carolyn. And I went, oh, I thought it was just Carol. She was like, how many times you've heard us say Carolyn Boswell? I'm like, I don't know. I just thought it was a joke. And then she was like, call your aunt right now. And I was like, oh, Carol, I just realized your full name's Carolyn, and I had no idea. And then everyone laughed at me.
Wow. What a tale.
Thanks.
Well,
that actually was a good story. It sounded disingenuous, but it was.
I liked it. Before we get too into it, Aliya is a co-host of her own podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Which is called Life Between Gigs, and it talks about what actors and other artists who work gig to gig do when they have artistic downtime. Yeah. Did I get that about
That's
right?
perfect. Okay. They essentially their life between gigs. That's why
we call it Life Between Gigs. It's about their life
between
their gigs. Great. A good name should tell it exactly like it is.
Let's make a podcast. Well, first off, do you want to make a podcast?
I do. Do you, Aliya?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Aliya,
Oh, thank God. I was so nervous.
Aliya hasn't listened to the show
I have.
yet. You have?
You have?
Yeah.
Cool.
You guys sound so soothing. I was listening and I was like, oh my God, their voices sound so nice.
Aw.
That's me.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Okay, you're ruining it.
This is
That's
why
fair.
we have Aliya here to keep us honest. It's good.
But I'd like to make a podcast called Life Between Gigs. And this podcast is about two computer programmers who get sucked into a computer and they're stuck in between 1 gigabyte and another gigabyte.
Did you just come with that? Like,
Yes.
are you serious?
Yes.
That's your brain.
Thank you.
Love that.
Thank you.
Well, yeah. Oh, I was like, is he really just coming up with this on the fly?
Oh, yeah.
I'm impressed.
I forgot what your podcast was called until Joe brought it up. I was like, I know it's about life between gigs.
It's called
But
What's the name of it?
what's it called?
Damn it!
Life Between Gigs. LBG, that's what we call it.
Nice.
We'll totes link to that in the show notes.
Yeah, for sure.
Totes.
For sure.
Totes in the notes. It'll be in the notes.
Put it in those notes.
Be in the notes, Toads.
Lee, do you have any ideas for a podcast you'd like to make while we're all here together?
Actually, I feel like I've thought of this a few. One was that one thing I told you about that I wanted to do of like people getting drunk and kind of like drunk history, but they're reading their favorite movie scene or like TV scene,
Yes.
but they're really fucked up.
I love that.
Like
Drunk
I
readings.
think, so like you continually give people shots or beer or whatever they want, and they keep reading their favorite scene.
Yes, like what? Yeah, like you keep
Giving them
drinking
as you go.
as you keep going.
Yeah.
and you just watch it devolve.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love the shit out of it.
And then I thought, well, why not make it like, I mean, a podcast of it could be funny because you're not seeing it. But then I thought, wouldn't that be funny if you saw it?
It would.
So then I went, oh, well, you can make that.
So
a
screw
video.
podcasts.
But it started as a podcast. That was my OG idea.
Well, what you could do is you could like start off as just the audio.
Right.
And then as the episode gets on, as they get drunker, you start seeing more and more of the video. So
Right.
by the end, you see them as they're smashed.
Completely smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smashed mouth.
And you could pick. Hey, now you're an all-star.
Somebody.
Yeah, that's an idea. I'm sure I've had others, but that's the first one.
I like that. We
I
could do that as a
love
bonus.
it. Yes.
What would we read? What would be the first thing that we do?
The Pillow Man.
The Pillow Man by Martin McDonough.
Are you
drunk.
kidding me?
Oh my
that shit's already fucked up
God.
anyway. Sorry about the cussing. That's okay.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
fucking-
I know,
No,
you guys
you're good.
cuss all the
We
time.
cuss all
You're
the
good.
time.
You're good.
Wait, that's what you would pick? For
No,
real?
that was just the first thing I thought of.
I have 3 that I would do.
Yes.
Go.
One is the scene from My Cousin Vinny, because that's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. Wait. Which scene specifically?
Okay, well, there's so many that I love. Maybe
Oh, okay.
there's
So you didn't
any
have one.
scene.
Yeah. No, I agree.
No, the one, it's the tiniest scene ever, but I love it because Marissa Tomei is just goddess
She won an
in that
Oscar
movie.
for it.
When she's like, oh, I wonder how their Chinese food is. And he's like, why do you have to let everyone know you're a tourist? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, what are you, a fucking world traveler? You know how she says it in that like Jersey shit?
Yeah.
That. And then I was thinking, I mean, I feel like Lord of the Rings would be a really big missed opportunity. And then maybe third could be some like Hey Arnold shit, you know?
Hey, Arnold.
Some Hey Arnold. I used to come home even in high school and like 3:30 on the dot if I was in rehearsal watch Hey Arnold.
Did either of you see the Hey Arnold Jungle
No,
movie?
do you know why I didn't see it? I was, this is funny because I'm just remembering this now. I was having people over my house. I
Yeah.
said, Joe, why don't you come over? All these people are coming. He goes, okay, well, I'm going to be late. I said, what on earth could possibly be making you late? He said, the Hey Arnold story about his parents is on Nickelodeon right now, and I can't miss it. And I went, ha ha. He goes, no, I'm serious. He showed up late to my house because he was watching Hey Arnold.
That sounds about right.
I was crying.
That's about
and
par.
then I went over to Leah's
It's
house.
about par for the course, really.
Right? Like, God forbid you DVR, you record it. He had to watch it in.
What about? Well, you never know what kind of spoilers might get posted on.
It's
Just don't
true.
look at your
Reddit.
phone. No, just don't look at your phone.
No, I don't disagree, but at the same time,
There was a small child in me that would not leave.
I understand.
I had to be true to 12-year-old Joe.
Cue eye roll.
Yeah.
unacceptable.
Oh man. So
Your devotion to television disappoints.
I mean,
Aaliyah.
don't.
It makes me very happy because I love television.
I love Joe will tell you when I was his roommate in New York, I was not working at the time and just was like, I'm going to live in New York for a month. Did nothing but sit on the couch and watch the entirety of The Office in a month.
I mean,
Seasons
Yeah.
like 1 to 8, 9 in a
there are
month.
9 seasons.
9.
New York
I-
City is a great place
I
to
too.
watch all of The Office. I must say.
Literally
mean-
all of The Office.
Anywhere's a great
in a
place to
month.
watch
So
most
I
all
love
of The
TV.
Office.
Exactly. So I get it, but I was just like,
No, I get it. You're the worst. You're the worst, and I hate you.
A podcast about all the life events I missed watching
Hey
cartoons
Arnold.
instead.
Yeah, specifically Hey Arnold.
Specifically, Hey Arnold. Yeah. Well, that was most of my childhood. So I missed whatever you were up to as a child. Aliya.
well, I didn't meet you until you were 14, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's true. The truth comes out.
The truth comes out.
Okay. So where's my list? My list is over there. Jim, do you have anything?
I have some things.
Some ideas?
I'm gonna let you decide though, from my list, because if I decide, I'll have to parlay it into
Parlay. Every time I hear that word, I think of Pirates of the Caribbean.
yes.
Parlay? blah, 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 parlay? I don't even know.
Yes,
what
that's the line
That's
exactly.
literally the line.
That's-
Parlay.
parlay.
I feel like that's half the lines in Pirates of the Caribbean. People go,
Sparrow.
I mean, honestly,
Savvy.
everyone's like, "Oh, Johnny Depp, he's so good in that movie." But honestly, most of his lines are
He's not that good in it. He's just good at being belligerent, which probably says a lot about his personal life.
yes, too true.
When I first saw those movies, I was too in love with Orlando Bloom to really care, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because
He's
that was
come up on the show.
around the same time, like Lord of the Rings and all that, and I just
Yeah,
had
he was so hot then.
I had
Both
the
like physically
biggest
and
crush.
like
And
trending
yes,
wise.
I was obsessed with him. And then I saw the Hobbit movies where they added him into them, and my friend to this day, she still like teases me about it. She said, "Oh my God, doesn't he look good?" I said, "No, he looks too HD. Like he looked too. Let's try and make him look like what he looks like. What, 15 some years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no, dude, you got old. Everyone gets old. You still look good, but like I just felt they tried too hard.
They airbrushed him too hard.
Like he wasn't even in the damn book. Why is he in there?
Yeah, why should he be? Well, because elves live a long time.
Yeah, but this is the pre.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't make sense that he looks older in the first one, does it?
No, I don't know. I'm drunk. I'm not drunk, Mom. Mom, I'm not drunk.
Hi, Mom.
Sorry. Okay, your idea.
And hi to Debbie Bowles, who's hopefully listening to this too. Aliya's mom.
She could be.
I hope so.
She doesn't listen to mine. So.
Oh,
Just kidding. She does.
She does.
She does. She doesn't know how to work the phone, but once I tell her how to do it, she does listen.
yeah. My mom so far has listened to like the first like 2 episodes, and
Yeah.
she just took a
Good.
long road trip, and she was like, I didn't even think to listen to it until we were like almost all the way home.
That's what I do on road trips.
And I was
listen to
like,
podcasts.
good job, Mom.
My favorite murder.
But that meant my
Yeah.
dad was also listening to it, and my mom said my dad laughed appropriately several times, and I was like, wow, who'd have believed it?
Stop, Little Shop just popped in my head there. Sorry.
Good show. So Jim has on his list Apocalypse Hypothesis.
Okay, yes.
Let's start there.
How is the world going to end? Because clearly it is. I don't know if you know this, but we are all going to die someday. Mm-hmm. And some of us will die because of the heat death of the universe. But the question becomes, is that not true? Will we all be dead by something else far before the heat death of the universe?
Now, define heat death. Is that like global warming or like sun exploding?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Okay.
Yeah, I
Great.
actually understood that.
That's great. That's all the Spanish I know.
Yeah.
And I think I know what that means. So, Lee,
Yeah.
go first. Your hypothesis.
Oh God, I don't know. I used to hate the whole zombie apocalypse thing, right? I hated anything with zombies.
I still hate it.
And then I started watching The Walking Dead, as Joe can tell you, because I was texting him. And it makes sense to me. Like a virus that gets kind of out of control. I don't know if I would go as far as to say like zombies or like
Yeah.
you eat each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But
that's
like Contagion.
yeah, that's why I hate those movies. I will
Contagion
not
to
watch
me-
Contagion.
I watched Contagion and I didn't sleep because
Yeah.
to me that was the most realistic way a virus could kill a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I don't think a virus is going to kill us, then we come back and we eat each other's brains. I just can't fathom that.
No, yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Any other way, I feel like we could just do each other off. I feel like that's
Oh
could
yeah.
be the only other way.
Nuclear holocaust.
But not even like nukes though. I think just with like purge, you know.
Oh my god. That's the reason I won't watch The Purge.
I've never okay, that's a lie.
Because then you want to purge?
I saw the first
No,
one.
because then I'll be like,
I saw
this
the first
is
one. It scared the shit out of me.
too
So I was
close
like,
to reality.
No, literally. So I feel like maybe Purged style, everyone goes crazy, but I mean, or maybe the opposite, like Frost, like a big frost, like Game of Thrones. Winter's here. Everyone's frozen
out.
Winter is coming.
It's here.
It's here. What I really want to have happen is I want us to die like the dinosaurs. I want a meteorite to come and be like, "What's up? Now you all dead." And then like something else lives, and then they find fossils of us, and they're like,
I love that.
and like, "Ooh, what was this? What were these people?" And then they put like skeletons of humans in museums.
And then there's a Jurassic Park about us.
Yes, yes.
But it's just a park where we're all
human park.
humans would sit around and watch Netflix. Watch them.
Sapien Park.
Or look how they did not socialize. They had these little pixie boxes that kept them from talking to each other.
So the movie's just about humans who are just chilling in this park.
It's going to be called Netflix and Chill Park.
Yes.
Netflix and Chillopolis.
Jurassic
Yeah.
Chill?
Ooh, kind of like
I
that.
don't hate that.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Jurassic Pill, no.
Will it still have Jeff Goldblum like kicking back? And with the
Everything
open
will
shirt?
always
Life
still have Jeff Goldblum.
Finds a way.
I love him.
he's
I had
the
the
only-
biggest crush on him. Oh, still.
He's the only surviving human.
We'd be okay if he was.
If it was just Jeff Goldblum.
The world would be okay.
The world would
We
be
would
okay.
find a way.
Oh man.
What about you, Joseph? Any big ideas? You think it's going to be technology?
Oh, like Alexa?
Why do I even bother talking if Jim can just go ahead,
just
Jim? What
know.
else do we
Like
just
Alexa,
know.
Google Home stuff? Because that shit freaks me out. I don't like it.
Like they'll know everything and then they'll kill us
I don't
all.
like it. Like people don't like the Snapchat face recognition thing.
Yeah.
Well, I could just see us getting to the point where we think we can upload like our brains
Okay.
to like, you know, like a virtual heaven.
Right.
And I could see that like, you know, there being an electric storm and then that crashing and we
And
all
everyone
are dead.
just, yeah.
We could be in it right now for all we know.
Please don't even mention that kind of thing. That really freaks me out. Sometimes I wonder
This
if
is
I've
the
like
Matrix.
been in a coma for 15 years and this is just my brain. Like I have those thoughts.
Yeah.
Like this is just my brain asleep.
Wake up, Aliya.
Making my whole life
Wake
stop.
up.
It really freaks me out.
So my buddy, my really good friend TJ, shout out, hey T.
Hello, TJ. I don't know who you are, but hello.
He had this really good theory that what we think is life is really all humans on a spaceship, and we're in suspended sleep as we travel to a new planet to like repopulate.
So the movie Passengers.
I guess I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's a
Is that basically the thing?
kind.
Or what if this is just
Secretly, TJ just saw Passengers. Is like, I'm gonna get Joe
I
with
mean,
this
it's
awesome theory.
It's definitely a little different, but
he
there's
hasn't seen Passengers.
But what if this is just Lost? That's it. That's all I have to say. What if this is just
it
Lost?
could be. We could be a lot of things. But why think about it? Just go with the flow, you know?
yeah,
Or what's the show that ended and it like zoomed out and it turned out that it was all like in a snow globe?
oh,
It was from the 90s. Like it might have been like St. Elmo's Fire. I could be making that up. Or like the two Newhart shows. One of Bob Newhart's sitcoms. The finale of one show, he woke up
And it was all a dream.
and it was all a dream in the other show. So like he woke up and his wife from the first show that he did was like next to him, be like, "What's wrong with you?"
Well, you know, there was this thing where someone did Annie. Like, I remember Brad telling me this, and I looked it up one day, and it was actually, like, legit. This place did Annie, but she woke up in the end. So, like, the whole thing of her being adopted.
Oh no!
Or something like that. I swear it was real. Like, there was something where, like, or maybe he came up with it. I can't remember, but I feel like I remember reading it, that she woke up in the end still in the orphanage, and, like,
I love that.
me too. That's so sad.
I love that.
isn't that funny? I mean, not really.
Sa-
This is so soft.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we
No, it's
I'm
okay.
so distracted.
we have a very comfy blanket on the table to absorb some sound, but we like stroking it as we.
That sounds
That's
wrong,
what she
Joe.
said.
Stop stroking.
I don't apologize.
You
for
shouldn't.
stroking the table.
You shouldn't. If people saw our text messages, that's nothing.
Kinky.
I wouldn't call them.
No, they're just Crude.
You just want to make my job in post-production a living hell, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, he does. Oh, God. Okay. Okay.
What else? What you got, homie?
So, I have a list over there. I forget what's on
you
it.
could go get
You
it.
could get it.
Lee, can you toss me my phone?
Or I could
It's
get it.
in my bag somewhere.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's in one of the things. I think it's in the
This
main
is like
pouch.
a woman's fucking purse. Oh, do you have gum? Yeah, babe. It's in one of the big pockets.
Can you grab it out of my bag, please?
When we get in the car, can you turn the heat up?
Oh, man.
Should we explain, Joe?
No.
Should we just let it?
We'll leave
Just
it
let
to
it. Just let it sit.
Where the fuck is your phone?
leave it to the imagination.
There's like 8 pockets in here. And I feel
It's
like
in the main one.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
there's your wallet. I can
It's
take your
it's
wallet.
in there with that.
What does your license look like?
Go for it. Find out.
Let's see. You look like a fucking serial killer.
Yep.
I mean, most people do.
No, I don't. I look
That's why I said
I
most
look
people.
Stunning.
Lee, pick something off my list of podcast ideas.
What?
Just pick something and we'll talk about it.
Wait, but I love all of these.
Pick your
Okay.
favorite.
Okay, I'll do. Oh Jesus! Inaccuracies in movies because I like that, or vivid memories.
Who is this? Wait, inaccuracies in movies. Who are we? Neil deGrasse Tyson? Hacha.
But I think about that a lot sometimes.
Yeah, when I came up with this idea, my first thought, and we don't have to expand on this, but just as like context, my first thought was like, Jim and I had just seen like the movie Solo.
Okay.
And like, you like see like in all these action sci-fi movies, people like drive these really high-tech, expensive vehicles. But then they just park them and then they leave them. I'm like, does no one lock their spaceship
Well, maybe it
before
auto-locks.
they go? Like, you just figure like anyone could just like walk up to the Millennium Falcon and just hit the right
those
buttons.
kind of inaccuracies.
Yeah, like not just inaccuracies, but like things you don't like real life
of.
details that are left out of movies that you
Like-
don't think about.
Like, when do they poop?
Right.
Oh, see, my brain was going to like Mythbusters. Like I watched Kill Bill the other day, and when she gets buried in the spoiler. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. But when you get in it and like. When she's like pushing because she gets buried alive and she's doing the whole thing and she crawls out very thriller-esque. I literally Googled, could you do that? Because my brain goes, okay, well, if that happens to me, I can Kill Bill my way out of it. You can't.
Yeah.
Just like Jack and Rose. Could they have fit on the fucking door? Absolutely.
Both of them could have fit on
They
that
could
door.
have both fit on.
Easily. Big door.
Now,
Inaccuracy.
just to play devil's advocate, people say that even though he could have fit on the door, there was no way for him to get up and onto the door without the door tipping over.
So you take fucking turns. Compromise. That is what life is about.
Use the
That's
door
what
like
love is about.
No, seriously though, think about it. Because every 5 to 10 minutes they could have switched. People were
true.
dying left and right. Get yourself a life vest. Like it just bothers me. They could have had a beautiful life together.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be so like one lives and one
One
dies.
could have been up on the door.
Well-
the other could have used it like a kickboard. They could have like held it.
Like keep moving, or if he gets cold, be like, babe, let me go.
Let me ask you a question.
babe, wait, babe.
Babe.
Babe, we gotta switch.
let me-
Fuck you, no way. We're gonna have
That would
hypothermia.
essentially
ask
that
you-
conversation was if Joe and I were Jack and Rose. That would have been the exact conversation.
Yeah, that would
I
have
would have
been
been
exactly
like,
how it went.
fuck you, no.
Go on, Jim. I cut you off.
If they had done that, would we still be talking about it 20 years later?
No.
No. Well done.
Bullshit.
Not to.
I
mean,
don't care. I don't care because I don't care. Sure, they wouldn't have had that beautiful reunion at the clock, but they would have had a beautiful life together.
Yeah.
Speaking of Titanic, here's an inaccuracy in a movie. People liked Avatar. That's it.
I liked Avatar.
What?
Like the blue people?
Yes.
Oh, I loved that movie. I saw it all the time. Granted, when I saw it in the movie theaters, my friends and I were extremely under the influence of multiple things. So, have I
Hey
watched
kids, don't do drugs. Or do.
Or
Unless
do
you're
that.
about to go see
Whoa.
Avatar.
do them in responsibly.
Drink responsibly, etc.
Eat cookies and brownies responsibly. Okay?
I love you. Yeah. Or else you'll get fat
And I'm
like
gonna
me.
be honest, like
Fat and sassy.
the best way to be. I watched that recently and I really enjoyed that movie.
Really?
So, all right, Jim, what do you not like about Avatar?
All of it?
That's so interesting.
Okay. Have you seen it on a giant fucking screen?
Yes, I saw it with you.
Okay. And yes, it is just Dances with Wolves, but blue people in space.
It's Pocahontas. It's
was-
every
Pocahontas is
West Side
I was
Story.
so bored.
It's
I was so bored.
visually a masterpiece.
Oh, visually, it's beautiful.
Right.
I liked
The
it.
story itself is
The
stinky.
well, it's simple. There's nothing like too hard to wrap your brain around.
It's not about
My-
what they do, it's about how it
And
happens.
it's predictable, but I loved it. Like, I love how she says his name. Jake Sully. Like, I love everything about it. She's a badass. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's a movie that you love that I don't.
That's almost definitely true.
Go
I
for
don't
it.
know.
Go.
Oh God, now
A
I have
movie
to
that
think
you,
about
like,
movies.
absolutely love.
I don't know. The Princess Bride.
Oh, that's a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
But you can't pick movies that everybody likes.
I don't know. That was the first. I mean, I crossed out a couple movies. I was like, no, everybody likes those.
The fact
It's gonna be like Toy Story, and I was like, no, everybody likes those.
I would love to meet someone who didn't like Toy Story so I could fuck them up.
Here's one that
yo, we're just going around and being like, hey, motherfucker, you like Toy Story? Yes? Good. Have a nice day.
what about like Forrest Gump?
You're defeating the whole fucking purpose of the question that I asked you. Like,
People don't like Forrest Gump.
those people don't matter to me. Unless it's one of you.
I love
I love
Forrest
Forrest
Gump.
Gump.
I love
Thank you.
Forrest Gump.
You should be Forrest Gump for Halloween. Oh my God, stop.
Would that be kind of insulting, though, to people with mental
No, you
disabilities?
wouldn't do the disability one. He's not necessarily mentally disabled. He's slow.
No, we should all be Tom Hanks movies for Halloween.
I don't know who I could be.
We'll figure something out.
Could I be like, can I be the guy from A League of Their Own who just pees for like 15 minutes straight? That's who I want to be. There's no crying in baseball.
Crying in baseball? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball.
I could just be like a baseball with like tears drawn on my face. Wait, I'm the crying baseball
No.
from League of Their Own.
No.
League of Their Own's not about a crying baseball? No?
A League of Their Own is about
Did you just wink at me?
I was trying to... Yes, I was winking to be like, I actually know what the movie's about.
You know my rules.
Aaliyah gets a little...
kinky.
No, it's not kinky. It's literally anyone in the entire universe
All right,
could
so,
wink at me.
Fellas, if you want to make Aaliyah Bowl all giggly, you just gotta wink in her
Literally, like,
direction.
Anyone could wink at me. Like a 98-year-old
Oh, so
woman
you're
could
pro
at me.
wink.
Oh, I'm all up. If it's done organically and not in a creepy way, absolutely.
Right. And just to defend myself, my wink was trying to clue Aaliyah in on
Right.
that I
It
did.
was great. It was
that I
good.
have seen A League of Their Own.
Yeah, and then I was gonna come up with like a fake plot of A League of Their Own, but I was really struggling.
It's okay.
We can try
to,
that
like,
again.
Come up with one.
Should we try it again?
A League of Their Own is about
People who have their own
people
leagues.
who have their own leagues.
Right.
Specifically, it's about this deep sea diver. Who
Is it a competitive deep sea diving league? Oh,
No,
league as in
idiot.
leagues under the sea.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I didn't go there at all. But I'm very slow.
Yeah, I was gonna get there for you. Don't worry. If you didn't cut me off.
Take 3. A League of Their Own is
So
about...
A League of Their Own is about a group of deep sea divers, and each of them has to prove themselves in their deep sea diving. And in order to do that, they must go way down deep because they are obviously deep sea divers. So they have to go down. The test is that you have to go down at least a league. And that dive that you prove yourself in is called the League of Your Own.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh.
But some would say that A League of Their Own is about
Just people's own leagues.
people's own leagues. Yeah. And yet some others say that A League of Their Own
It's a movie that people
baseball.
call is a movie that's supposed to be a feminist masterpiece, but people still call it that Tom Hanks movie.
No, they don't.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Oh, another podcast idea that I said earlier before we started was them playing a board game while recording. Remember? You played a board game and you record it. I said that. Was he listening? No.
No, he was setting his stuff
I was
up.
setting up the mics.
Jim heard me.
Yeah, I heard you. You said let's play that.
He never listens to me.
Yeah. That's fair.
I set myself up for this by asking
did.
Aaliyah to come on the podcast. This is just a means of publicly documenting how mean Aaliyah is to me, so that the world.
Okay, first, but it's never true. This is how I show my love.
I know.
You know I love you.
I never said you were mean to me without love.
You're right. But it's like fake mean.
Yeah.
Sometimes you deserve it.
Just kind of fiend.
Fiend.
Yeah, just
Fiend.
fiend at me.
Fiend.
God, I love this girl.
Fiend.
Simply the best.
Thanks. I had the biggest crush on Sean Hunter on Boy Meets World.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mr. Feedy.
You know what? He was an honorable man. He could get it.
He's great.
Go ahead, Mr.
Feeney's
Feeny.
Hey, him in
He probably
1776. Him as John Adams.
Yeah. Stop. Seriously, I love that time period. I have this thing with like this is
Do
so
it. Say
weird.
it.
I have this thing with like men in period clothing, but it has to be like
It has to be like
revolutionary clothing. It just
So like if you went to Colonial Williamsburg
I've been
and
stop. Like I really honestly drives me crazy. Like I love Jane Austen movies solely because there's going to be droopy pants and high frilly collars and ponytails and just I don't know. I love it so much.
Hey, fellas, if you want to make Aliya Bowles all giggly, wink at her while wearing floofy
like,
pants and a
seriously.
high collar.
This is no joke.
No, I don't think it's a joke.
Maybe
It's
that's why I
funny,
love-
but it's
probably why
not
I
a
love
joke.
Hamilton so much, you know?
Yeah.
Rapping and they're it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
pants. The pants that make you look like you just pooed yourself. Like they're so saggy.
That's
Do you know
just
what I'm saying?
Oh, it just gets you going.
And you got those
I mean, not the
and,
poo,
and
but-
they're like and they got their socks up way high.
Honestly, I think it's from the top up is what it is. It's the collar, it's like the jacket, the hair,
Yeah.
the frilliness.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
That stuff's wearing that stuff is very fun.
Yeah. I'm sure
must
that
say.
I've worn like the female
if it's
version.
not hot as hell.
Yeah, but they were hot as hell. Actually, probably wasn't as hot then. Summer then was probably like 70 degrees.
70 degree chilling.
Like, oh, there's a nice summer breeze. And it's like 50.
Oh, I believe it's global warming. It's 72 degrees outside in the dead of summer. Oh, we really must watch ourselves.
That's probably what it was.
I think that's an inaccuracy in this podcast.
Right, but
Hey yo, I brought it around.
What? What? Oh, an
Saying
inaccuracy.
It actually was.
Joe,
still
welcome
hot.
to the podcast, Joe. You here, Joe?
Wait, we're doing a
I
podcast?
swear to God, everything that we say goes in one ear and out the other.
He doesn't listen. He does not listen.
But then he gets to edit it, so he gets to hear it like 6 times. So then he'll
So
remember
it's okay.
old things,
And
and
you
then
won't.
I won't.
It's like his selective hearing. You know what that is? Most dudes have it.
Yes.
I mean, I have it too, but
What?
exactly.
Ha ha!
Sorry. What are we talking about?
Nah, too late. I already did that joke. Haha! I beat you to the punch, sucker.
That's the whole podcast is you beating me to the punch.
Sucker.
Sucker. It's a lifelong friendship.
Oh boy. Well,
So in between gigs is about 2 computer scientists that get sucked into a computer.
I
and now
actually
they
really love that,
Stuck
though.
between 2 gigabytes. That doesn't really make sense. That part. That's an inaccuracy as well, but you know. Yeah. Like,
But I like it.
It's like
But you had good things on that list, though. That was
Lee.
just the first one. Like, I liked the vivid memories or something.
vivid memories.
Was that one?
What are some of your most vivid memories?
Oh, you're opening up Pandora's box here.
Give me just the first one that comes to mind.
Oh shit, so many. Vivid memory.
what's the first one that comes to mind? All of them.
All of
All of them
them.
at once.
Oh my god. Literally almost I feel like every memory for me is very vivid though. I think I remember things very vivid.
Do you like remember what day of the week it was and all that jazz?
No, but I can remember ridiculous details. Like I remember sorry, that was so annoying that I was doing that.
You're fine.
One time my mom and I were driving and I remember being at a hotel. We were in North Jersey. It was late. And we were driving around the parking lot and this deer jumped out and was in front of us and cocked its head a little bit and just stared at us. And we kept driving around to find parking and it was there. It just kept, we went around 3-4 times. It was just standing there looking at us and freaked me out. I just remember that, even talking, ooh.
Those animals that aren't afraid of you are scary as hell.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Stop staring at me. It's not a staring contest.
Yeah. Get out of here.
If you want to make it a contest, that's fine.
Yeah, but you
Other
have to
vivid. I
declare
don't
it.
know. Hurting myself. I have very vivid.
Aw.
when I sprained my ankle is like one of the most vivid.
When I've rolled my ankle, same.
Oh God, yeah. That was my brother's fault though, so it's not mine.
I've never hurt myself ever. That's not true. My whole life is pain.
I love you
Thank you.
so much. Every time I see you, I just go, could I love him more? And then, yeah, I could.
Speaking of vivid memories, I have to recount the moment that Ali and I went from people that both knew Joe
To friends.
To true friends.
Is it what I always tell you?
I think so.
Okay.
It's when you and I choreographed and performed.
Ready?
Yeah.
Dream Girls.
Dream Girls.
We performed the song Dream Girls.
The song Dream Girls from
Dream
Girls. We're your Dream Girls, boys.
Boys.
We'll make you happy.
One of the best days of my life.
It was incredible. It was simply
And we took it very seriously. And we had like full hand movements.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mess around. If I'm going to do something,
I was like,
I'm going to do it all the way.
Dream Girls. I hope he's talking about Dream Girls.
Oh, yes.
Watching it was just as delightful.
The only reason I'm
God.
disappointed I had to dance in it was because I also wanted to watch it.
Well, I remember when we were like split up into groups, and then I was like, what could we possibly do?
Yeah.
And then when I said, this is what my life's calling was. Like, all
Yes.
of my life was working up to this moment.
moment.
Dream Girls with Jim Bloss.
Yes.
That's definitely number one. But then, the number two moment, though, is what I tell you literally every time I see you. When I knew that you were just the peachiest peach in the bunch was when you two were in Music Man together as Harold Hill and, was it
Harold and Marcellus.
Marcellus. Besties, you know.
Mm-hmm. Besties playing besties.
Legit.
Like we do.
And on... Phil gets me. On Facebook, Jim said, because the song Shapoopy is, in the show, it's also on a Family Guy episode. Jim put on his Facebook, I wish I had taken a picture of it. He put, if you want to see a guy who looks like Peter Griffin sing Shapoopy or something like that, please come see Music Man at Mainstage. I literally almost peed. I think I did pee myself. And I would go back to it because it was that funny to me. He didn't even say, hey, you want to come see this really great show we've worked on? Or my best friend and I play besties. It was literally like, do you want to see someone who looks like Peter Griffin sing Shapoopy?
Because I knew that was what was going to sell most of my idiot
that's what sold
friends.
all of the tickets.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't see it. I saw it during rehearsals, but that's why I went.
True.
When I saw that, I went, oh, he's just... or the day you came dressed as Mr. Weaver.
Some listeners have no clue.
It was a great shirt. It was a great Hawaiian shirt that I really enjoyed wearing.
But it was the acting of it that
It's true. I got to play him.
Yeah,
that
you did
day,
the whole,
and
you know.
It was magical.
wonderful.
So context, Jim dressed as our director who has a very distinct wardrobe.
And way of self.
And persona. And Jim nailed it. It was great.
Yeah.
Well, we're nearing the end of time, folks.
Literally, Apocalypse Podcast. Am I right?
Oh, yeah. We're
Hey,
nearing the end of days, the apocalypse.
Oh, no.
That would be a good name for
Isn't it already?
an Apocalypse Podcast.
I think it is. I think he stole that.
We're nearing the end of time.
A podcalypse?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
That's also very good.
We're nearing the end of time.
Oh, God.
Well, before Aliya kills me with her eye roll, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and
can't.
Instagram.
They can't.
They absolutely can.
Please
We got
do.
tweeted at today.
What?
By whom?
Thank you, Grammar.
By
Thank you, Grammar.
by a friend of yours, Mike.
Mike, what's up, Mike? We're on the mic. Your name is Mike, and you like to pike a ball, brother. Hey, what's going on,
All right,
sister?
well, we're gonna cut this part out.
No, that's the best part.
Why would you cut out my rap?
Yeah, dude.
No, I meant the part where I was just looking up stuff.
That's also the
Looking
part
up
she was
stuff.
rapping.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What's with the scruff? A dog goes rough.
Like Gianpietro.
Mike Gianpietro tweets
Pietro.
in, good friend, what up, Peach? When you're listening to Do You Want to Pod and they're talking about pretzels and pretzel, oh, God, he's tweeting pretzel M&Ms. Oh, I'm gonna go crazy for them.
Have you heard of salted caramel pretzel ice cream? It is the best thing in the entire world.
We're gonna have to take this off mic because the amount that I want that ice cream
It's so good.
cannot be described. And you can email us at doyouwanttomakeapodcast@gmail.com.
But they can't.
Yes, they can.
You
You know
can,
what else they can do? Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Thank you for being
and then
a
don't just tell a friend. Threaten a friend and say, hey, listen to this podcast right now. Right
Listen
now, friend.
to the podcast and have a good time.
Aliya, can you keep singing us off? I'd love that.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna laugh though.
You're sorry. With,
Oh
Thank
my-
you for
Being a friend, you know, Golden Girls. I don't know the whole thing. That's terrible. Back again. Da-da, da.
Tried and true.
You're a pal and a confidant. Dun, 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 dun.
If you had a party.
But no, Jim knows all the words. Everyone that you knew.
You could Thank you for being a friend. Golden Girls is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Ha 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 ha! Woo! Ah! Ooh!
It's Betty White.
Woo!
Bye, Mom. I love you. And I love everyone.
He does.
Aliya, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having
Thanks,
me, boys.
Lee. Would you honor us with a little bit of lady bass?
Oh, I don't even know. What's lady bass?
Your how you sing in your lady bass.
I know. Okay, so yeah, I'll do a little shop harmony that I had to do fortnight ago when we lowered a song, even though it was already a bass, the lady bass, and it was shit. What's the song?
I don't know. Which
Don't
one?
it go to show you never? That one. It was
yeah.
but I was like, don't it go to show you never know? Like literally, that's what it was.
Beautiful. I love it.
Break it down.
Bring it down. Lady bass.
Lady bass. Awesome.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom.
Awesome blossom.